Ooh, good morning, everybody. I first want to, this is September, right? September 1st. I want to first apologize for being late coming on this morning. I ended up staying up too late last night. And by staying up late, that caused me to get up late this morning, right? So I greatly apologize. I know I told you guys 7 o'clock this morning that I was going to come on. We were going to have a nice little chat for the month of September. I was going to meet you guys every morning at 7 o'clock, right? Didn't I tell you that? So we're going to still do it. It's just today wasn't the day for me because I woke up late, later than usual. So I'm up. I actually got up. Ooh, dropped my keys. I'm going to need that to get back in my apartment. But I woke up at 5:30 and I laid back down and that messed me up. So sorry about that. But as I said, going forward, 7 o'clock in the morning, we're going to meet every morning, okay? And we're going to talk. We're just going to have a good conversation. I'm still trying to think of what the topic is going to be for the month of September. I haven't figured that out quite yet. But we're going to have a nice little conversation. Especially when you consider all the other morning talks that we've had. We actually had one last year, if you guys remember, during the pandemic. We had one in the month of June of last year. We had one in July. And was it May, June, July? I believe it was. We had them like 3 months in a row. We did the morning chats, and I was taking y'all out to a lake, right? To the park. That's where I was going. But this year, I'm in a whole different state. And so I haven't quite found the areas where I can go and talk to you guys at. So it'll just be an adventure every morning. You'll never know where I'm going to be. But I might just be a lot of times. So right now, I might just be here walking down the street. So good morning, everybody. We are headed out since I'm late getting up. When I talked to you on Monday, I was coming back from my run. Now I'm actually heading out for it because I'm a little late. But what I wanted to kind of chat with you guys about is mistakes. We all make mistakes, but we can't allow those mistakes to hold us back, to make us feel guilty, make us feel ashamed. I'm going to come over here so I can talk to y'all before I start my walk. So we can't allow those mistakes to hinder us, right? To make us feel like we are not good enough. It's kind of might be a little dirty up here. Let's see. To make us feel like we're not worthy. We are not good enough. Feel ashamed. Feel as though we're less than. We can't allow ourselves to feel that way because of the mistakes that we make. Because we're human, right? We're going to always make a mistake somewhere in our life. We've made mistakes. And it's not like that mistake is going to stop. We're going to continue to keep making them, right? So we have to learn how to own that mistake that we made and walk in confidence and say, well, whatever that mistake is that you made, at that time, you thought it was the right decision to make, right? And once we start to own and accept that something that we've done was not right, it was a mistake, it was an error in judgment that we made. But when we start to own that, that's what makes the world of a difference. And hold on a minute, I want to see something. I hope that I didn't forget to change it. I'm so used to seeing many people come on when I'm having my talks in the morning time. So I don't know if I have this set on public or if this is on private. So with that being said, I'm going to continue on and we're going to see if this was private or not. But at any rate, like I was saying, it's an error of judgment that we make. We make a mistake. It's an error in judgment. It's a decision that we thought was the right decision. We made that decision. And then we find out later, wow, that wasn't a good decision. But with that being said, don't allow, as I said before, don't allow yourself to feel guilty, to feel ashamed, to feel bad or anything, to judge yourself about that decision that you made, because we all make decisions, right? Some of us make decisions. Even we talk about business. Some guys that are in business, they make a decision and they like, okay, well, that was a bad business decision, and they can let it go and keep moving on. But it's something about when we make a decision, a bad or a mistake, I want to say, in our personal life. And when we do that, we make a bad decision in our personal life. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see who this was walking behind me. Okay, so back to what I was saying. When we make a bad decision in our personal life, we take it so personal, right? We take it personal in a way where we allow that mistake to convict us, to make us feel bad, to make us feel ashamed, to make us feel guilty. Instead of, I want you to look at it from this standpoint. Own that mistake, but own it in a way with the confidence and say, I made this decision. I thought it was the right decision. It wasn't. Now I got to be the mature person and just say, I'm just going to walk in it and just deal with it. But a lot of times what we do, we make a bad mistake and we feel so guilty and ashamed that we made that mistake. And so I want you all to look at it from a different perspective. And like I said, just be to the point and say, hey, yeah, I made that mistake. I did what I did, but it wasn't right. And I'm moving forward, right? So once we do that, then that takes away the control or the, how do I want to say this? It takes away the opinions, the negative opinions of other people that are going to say something negative to you about that mistake that you made. It's going to make you feel bad, make you feel guilty, make you feel ashamed about that mistake. So when we own that mistake of what we did, it takes away the effectiveness. That's what I want to say. It takes away the effectiveness of what that other person is going to say towards us. Okay, because we know that we're of value. We know that we are worthy individuals, right? So we make mistakes and we realize everybody make mistakes. And we don't just say everybody make mistakes, but we say it with passion behind it, with confidence behind it, like everybody make mistakes. And I'm not going to let this mistake that I made cause me to see myself differently, right? To talk negative about myself, to make me feel less than because of the mistake that I made. So when we can do that, like I said, then we bring back that effectiveness to ourselves to say, yep, I made that mistake. I bet you I won't do that again, right? And I'm going to keep moving on. So just kind of look at it, like I said, from a different perspective. The mistakes that we make, we know everybody make them. But it's the way that we deal with that mistake, the way we handle that, the way we own that mistake is what makes the difference, especially when there's people around. There's always going to be some naysayers, right? It's going to say something negative about a decision that we made. And whether we ask for their opinion or not, right? Sometimes it's just unsolicited, right? And they're still going to find a way to say something to you about that mistake that you made. So I hope something that I'm sharing with you all today has been very, very beneficial. And I thank you, everybody, for the ones that have joined in this morning. Like I said, I still haven't figured out what the topic is going to be for this month. Okay, I'm still working on that part. So just keep sticking with me. We're going to meet at 7 o'clock in the morning. As I mentioned before, I was a little late. I woke up late because I stayed up late last night working on a project that I'm working on. And then this morning, I woke up at 5:30 and I laid there and I was like, okay, I'm going to be up in time. And I fell back to sleep and got up late. So I greatly apologize. But we will meet at 7 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time, okay? Which is the Midwest time. So since I'm here in Texas. So we're going to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, okay? I'm going to meet you guys at 7. So with that being said, you all have a great, great rest of your day. I want to leave you with this quote. When we're talking about mistakes, we're talking about things that we've done and how other people see us and how we see ourselves, right? So I'm going to leave you with this quote. I think it's going to be pretty powerful. when we walk in forgiveness within ourselves, we forgive ourselves. That's like liberation for your soul, is to be able to do that, okay? And that goes along with the mistakes. That goes along with, how we feel and the things that we've done, things we've said. That goes along with that. So walk in forgiveness for the mistakes that you've made, and just realize we all make mistakes, okay? Nobody's perfect. We're going to make mistakes until we close our eyes and we are going off to the glory of God, okay? Going to be with the glory of God. We're going to have mistakes. We're going to make mistakes, okay? So just remember that. Don't hold it to a high level of esteem, the mistake that you made, but own it, okay? And if you're just tuning in to the video, whoever that may be, look out and go back to the beginning of the video to see what information I shared. I'm sharing some good golden nuggets, okay? Some things that have helped me through my process through life. So with that being said, join me tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm still working on what the topic is going to be for this month, but you know me, I'm going to come up with something. So with that being said, have a great rest of your morning, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey, Angel. And I saw some other people joined in too, so good morning, everybody. Talk to you soon. See you in the morning. Bye-bye.